Oh, this whole time I thought I was recording. I don't think I was. See how hungry everybody is? There's a couple ferals in the back. Never had my hands on. Little girls, which I need to. One of them, their sister's around here somewhere. It's just so hard. That's why we've kind of moved the food from the farm down here by the house. But, can you hear all the beautiful birds? Need to put up a couple more hummingbird feeders and try to start to get some of these areas redone. These are a plant called Glory Bower. It's in the clematis flower. And the birds, they were planted out above. These are raspberry vines, which are native. But they used to take over it. They got to where they took over this entire area. This is really rare. Not that one, but this one here. I'll try to upload some pictures of the flowers, but that's it's a really rare plant to Alabama. Alabama snow wreath. I don't know if can you see the flower? Yeah. I don't know why my flash is on. This tree right here is another one that I'll have to do a slideshow with some of these really pretty good green leaves. I don't know if you can do it, but look that up. That's the common name is Grancy Graybeard. And have some Japanese maples walking through. Oh, have some cannas that used to be in a really another area. I guess the birds have also transplanted it. For some of you, look at this, and I'm walking in my slippers. Poison ivy. That big stuff right there is poison oak. And if you've never had that on you, so much worse than the poison ivy. This used to be a variegated Japanese maple that I got from someone, but it had been grafted. And that's sometimes the problem with grafted plants. Instead of being on their own rootstock, is they can revert back to what stalk is on. And in my opinion, I've had better luck when plants are on their own rootstocks. But there's some other really rare wildflowers in here. When I get a chance and they start blooming, I'll take some more. I wanted to try to see if I can get some pictures of a few ferns for an online friend. What are you doing, Sprinkles? Huh, good morning. What are you doing? You're kind of blocking my way. Huh? Especially without meds. What are you doing, roly-poly? Huh? It'll take me forever to upload this. I have horrible internet, so really bad parts. Great plant right there. There's some other viburnums, but that's called a winter honeysuckle. But it's not a honeysuckle. And it blooms in December and January, which is lovely because not very many things bloom then. Here you go, Sprinkles. This looks like, since I don't have my detail on my eyesight that I used to, kind of looks like a eastern river or eastern wood fern that would be native to the south. I used to grow about 45 varieties, so I may even have some natural hybrids. This fern here, I don't know. It almost looks like it crossed with a Kind of looks like a sword fern. But we can check and see. I don't know. These don't have them. But they look sometimes like seeds, but most ferns make new ferns by setting spores. People think they're seeds, but they're not really. I know that there's some cinnamon ferns that have some seeds. We've been getting lots of rain. Supposed to have rain today, so I'm out walking around early. Here you go, Sprinkles. But what's bad is I have a cat name. It's not bad, but I have a cat named Sprinkles. So if I say your name on video, she'll think I'm talking to her. I need to come out here other times. There's some other patches too that have better. Now this almost looks like it's in the lady fern family. I used to know the botanical names better than I did common names, but it's been quite a few years, or at least a few years, since I've spoke about things like this, so I might just have to refresh myself or get back into where I can trust my opinions. Those are some native violas, have beautiful bluish purple flowers. So a lot of this may look like they could be weeds, but they're native flowers. There's a family of rhododendrons that goes along this creek. It's not blooming as much now because the overstory and even understory has really grown up in the 20 years, and they no longer bloom. Extremely fragrant. In the southern United States, people call it sometimes a sweet honeysuckle because the fragrance is so overwhelmingly sweet. But it is the rhododendron family. Looks like we're having more and more tree branches. We used to have a waterfall, I think right there, but in the 20-something years, and you could easily walk over that creek. We had constructed a bridge, I think it was further down, to walk over it, but there wouldn't have been probably 6 inches deep. Now the 2 little waterfalls that we have had, especially over the last few years, you can see where the tree roots were. So there was a waterfall right here too. But the erosion, these are all going to be some pretty wildflowers. It'd be really nice to share, try to get some. I'm trying to get some other pictures of ferns, and I can get easily distracted. This looks like a Christmas fern. But if you look, Sprinkles, look what I have for you. Can you see it? I know, roly-poly, you're making me, huh? Move the thing. Let me show the spores. Okay, so, I can't tell. I haven't had a medicine. That is from Sprinkles. Keeps knocking my hand, trying to get some morning attention. That is yin. Got some others coming. They don't always come over here, but when I do. Anyways, Sprinkles. Maybe if I hold it back. Can you see all those orange things? Up and down along the leaves. I don't know how close I can get. That's probably not clear. Sorry if I'm making anybody sick or something. Those are spores. Not seed, but spores. And that is how I end up having so many lovely different species of ferns. Let's go. Well, across the creek and over this way is a great patch of some ferns. What are you guys doing? Just got to try to find the right place to go over. I don't know. Birds aren't as loud as they normally are. Okay, I'm going to turn this off.